exclusive to a Comic-Con. That never happened. I was lucky to get this, so I'm glad that I have it because that is a very rare minifigure and I think it looks really good. It's just a really good minifigure. I would have rather used a different headpiece because Jyn Erso's face, and yes, that is originally Jyn Erso's face, I think it doesn't really work out that much. It's not perfect, but I still like this minifigure. But Red Guardian, on the other hand. Why, LEGO? The only thing exclusive about this minifigure is the torso, and that's it! They're reusing the face from Jim Hopper from Stranger Things, and you know what? Even though they are played by the same actor, I'm kind of convinced that this is another version of Jim Hopper. After he jumped into that void, he went into the MCU and became Red Guardian. Okay, that was just a very dumb joke, but you know what I mean. This is just very lazy. But the one thing that triggers me so much is that shield. That is a sticker. Why? This is just a very sad excuse of a minifigure. I'm just, like, it's not worth it, guys. And the same thing with Taskmaster. She doesn't have a hood piece. And yes, she is a woman in the movie, and you just gotta deal with it, guys. This version came out last year in the helicopter, which, by the way, doesn't appear in the movie. So this Jeep is sort of accurate, but it's also a really expensive set. And as for the other minifigures like Yelena and the other Black Widow, they're fine. It's just, they're just reusing that headpiece from Hermione, and it just doesn't work out at all. But I do like this version of Black Widow as well. I personally think this movie should have come out in phase 1 or 2. I just don't get why they had to show it now, so... Why, Marvel? Why did it take so long to make? They released it 2 years after Endgame, and we all know that Black Widow died. So why would they make the film now? Why, Marvel? Why? Loki is one of my favorite MCU characters, and his Disney Plus show was fantastic. I can't wait for season 2 and hear what we learn about everything that's going on within the multiverse. So how about this minifigure? Unfortunately, this is my only Loki minifigure because I lost one and, well, it's a funny story that is just gonna take so long to describe, but all I have to say is, why? Anyways, this one came in that really, really awful 4+ set from last year, and the only good thing about that set was Loki, of course. Even though he's using Lex Luthor or Superman, Batman, Lucius Malfoy, I don't know, they're just reusing this face so many times that it's hard to tell who is who now. What really bugs me is this helmet right here. It's not accurate to the movie at all! It should have come with hair on the side because that's just how it looks, and this just looks so ridiculous, I have to admit. Also, his specter, staff thing, whatever, it's so weird. Like, it's supposed to be Elrond's staff from Lord of the Rings, and I'm still waiting for Lord of the Rings to be brought back, LEGO! Come on! We also need different variants of Loki, especially Alligator Loki! I know we're getting these 2 versions of Loki, but come on, 2 is not enough, LEGO! When will we see different variants of Loki? When? And why? I am Groot. 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 I am Groot! I am Groot! We are Groot! If I could pick which Marvel character scared me so much as a kid, it would be Ghost Rider. The very concept of Ghost Rider is very horrifying indeed, especially now that I'm an adult. But I will admit, this minifigure does look fantastic. I did have the other version from 2016, but I had to sell that set a while back because, financial problems, I guess, so, yeah. But I don't regret it because this version of Ghost Rider is much better than the other one. The only downside about this minifigure is that the hairpiece just doesn't come off because it's just attached to the head, and, you know, that kind of bothers me because I really want to use this hairpiece for a minifigure for something very special that I'm making, but I can't even take it off, so why? Now here is the set Ghost Rider comes in, and I still think it's awesome. Even though we get Spider-Man and Carnage for the millionth time. It's literally a hot car to drive in. No pun intended. This should have come with more flame pieces, because these pieces aren't enough. Also, I lost one of the stud shooters, and even though I could easily replace it, I'm just too lazy to reload it. Why? 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 My favorite scene in Endgame was when the Avengers finally defeated Thanos and locked him up for being such an evil jerk. And then the heroes went to go eat shawarma and everyone lived happily ever after. Well, except for Wanda, she has been through a lot of trauma and she'll express that in her own TV show, which will later become WandaVision, and yep, too bad. Okay, let's be real. I like this set and all, but why is this gel cell here? Do they really think 4 laser beams are gonna stop the Mad Titan from, being evil and everything? I mean, no! It's Thanos the Mad Titan! Even without the gauntlet, he is inevitable. Well, Thanos is insignificant now compared to Kang the freaking Conqueror, who's gonna be in the MCU now, and oh boy, I'm terrified of Kang now. And unless you have that horrible helicopter thing of a set, this is the only version you can get of the Nano Gauntlet. Come on, they could have at least put a printed piece of the Infinity Stones or something. And why is Wanda smiling? She's just been through so much and all she thinks about is smiling? That makes no sense! And to be honest, these power blasts should have been red. They're always using pink, and, that's not accurate! Why is it like this? Why?